Hi there, my name's Jane and welcome back to Loopy Mabel's Closet. If you're very new here, you're welcome, and if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button if you like to follow me along in my dressmaking. So in today's vlog, it's all about this beautiful Botanicals viscose print that I have made into my wild gown blouse. So hi and welcome back. Yes, so today's video is all about my lovely blouse that Mabel the mannequin is beautifully modelling. Before we go on though, I am wearing my Bloomsbury blouse that I made earlier last year, in the summer last year, by Nina Lee. And this again is in a beautiful viscose fabric. This is the one I made for the Swap Share Sew challenge that me and my lovely sewing friend Rosie from Rosie Sews Modern Vintage set up, and this is the one that I made during our challenge. So yeah, I do like a blouse. I do like separates, I must admit. I think I prefer to wear blouses and tops and skirts and pinafores more so than dresses. I do like the odd dress, but I just feel more comfortable, I think, in separates. I just think you get more wear out of them, and also I love to be able to mix and match, and also with my crochet designs I like to incorporate the crochet in with my separates, which is a lot easier than dresses and things like that. So yeah, I am more of a separates girl. So I am planning on actually doing on quite a few blouses over the next few months. And I've got some fabulous fabrics which I'm going to share with you in some fabric haul vlogs. Just wanted to show you really this beautiful Botanicals viscose that Laura from Material Girl, she's over on Instagram, and obviously she's got her own fabric store. And I love to support the smaller companies, the smaller businesses, and she kindly gifted me this beautiful fabric. She did mention a few weeks ago on her Instagram account when she posted this fabric that it reminded her of something that I would make, and I liked it at the time. I said, oh, that fabric is beautiful. And anyway, she had 1.5 meters left, and she said, would I like to make something with it and do a guest blog post for her? And I said, oh, thank you, I would love to use it. So she sent me it, and I've made it up into this beautiful wild gown blouse. It's just a beautiful floral viscose. Again, with viscose you get that gorgeous drape, 100% viscose, and it's got this beautiful floral print, lots of green leaves and tendrils, and it's got little lilac-y grey blossom flowers dotted through, and it's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And when she sent me this fabric, I knew it was going to be made into a wilder gown, but the blouse. If you've never, I mean, obviously the wilder gown last year was a big popular pattern, and I did the tartan version, the full length wilder gown, which I made for Christmas, which I wore over Christmas. It was gorgeous, but I still felt a little bit like I was wearing a nightie. I mean, although I did wear it, and I'll probably wear it again next Christmas, it's probably not going to come out the cupboard many times in between. I just felt, yeah, it was just a little bit too long, and it drowned me a little bit, I think. But there's been some beautiful wilder gowns made over on Instagram. The pictures and the makes and the fabrics that people have chosen have been amazing. And I think it's one of those patterns, I don't know whether you think that too, it's a bit like Marmite, you're going to love it or you hate it. It's either you or it isn't. Some people have said that, you know, they feel like they're wearing a nightie like I did, and other people just love it and they feel like they're wearing like an amazing maxi type dress. So I think it's one of those patterns. But I like the blouse version, no problem. So I love the pattern. It's just I don't think the dress is for me. So I thought, well, I've got 1.5 meters, which should be absolutely fine to have a go at the blouse. And I'll quickly show you, if you've never heard of the Wilder Gown by the Friday Pattern Company, I'll quickly show you. So there it is. It's a bit, my pattern's getting a little bit bedraggled because it's been well and truly used. So there it is there. That's the full length version. That's the one I made for Christmas in my tartan fabric. And there's other options as well. So if you didn't want to go for the long version, you can go for 3 lengths. So there's the blouse or the shirt length, they call it, the tunic length, or the dress length. And obviously it's got tiers on it. So to make the full length maxi dress, you just add the extra tiers. And so, but I went for the bottom version, the blouse or shirt as they call it, the blouse version. And I'm going to make a few more of these because it's just it really is a simple make. I made this in under 2 hours from start to finish, cutting it out and putting it all together. And it's such a brilliant, easy sewing project. And if you're fairly new to dressmaking, it's a really good one to start with because there's not an awful lot of anything, there's not much technical going on at all with it. I did a few little modifications on this version. I added an inch to the length because I didn't think it was going to be long enough just from the pattern piece. And I then added 3.5 inches to the sleeve because the sleeve comes in 2 lengths. The short sleeve version or like a 3/4 version. It doesn't quite come to your wrists. And I'll just remind you again what it looks like on that model there. You can see it doesn't quite come, it's not a full length sleeve version. And I wanted a little bit more of structure to the sleeve. I didn't quite like it plain. And on the one I did for the tartan version, I made them a little bit more fullness to the sleeve, and then I put a casing at the bottom and threaded some elastic through. But I wasn't that keen on the look of that sleeve. So what I did was, if you remember the blouse I've just recently made, the Ida blouse, I loved that edging that I did on that sleeve, that little cased edging with the gathered detailing. So I added, as I say, 3.5 inches for the length for the sleeve, which would then give me enough fabric so I could turn it up. I turned it up, made a casing, and then added my 1/4 inch elastic into the cuff. So I've got like a nice gathered sleeve. And I think it goes quite well with this lovely gathered neck. If you follow me, you probably know that I do like a nice high neck detail. I do like my neck covered, keeps me warm and cozy. So I love this neck version, and I love this like pussy bow detail that it creates as well. And this fabric is it's just perfect fabric for this. And then so you've got the 2 front pieces, and all you do is you sew the whole seam down, and where the notch is on the pattern you then do your little reinforcement back tacking, and then you unpick the seam section here and you top stitch all the way down, so you've got a lovely neat turning or like opening there for the neck. And then you fold over and make a casing, very similar to what I did for the sleeve. You make your casing and then you make your tie and thread your tie through, and that's how simple it is. So you've got 2 fronts, you've got the back, and you've just got your sleeves. And there's no fiddling about inserting sleeves because it is a raglan type sleeve. So it just literally stitches to there and to the back, and then you do all your casing in one go. So really simple, really simple. And I just think, can you see the movement on the fabric? It's just gorgeous. It goes perfect with my black cigarette pants that I've had in my wardrobe for over 2 years that I couldn't get in, and now I've lost my weight, got them back on, and it was a great feeling. This goes lovely with those pants, so I was really pleased. Nice outfit. And I just love the blouse. So I've got a few fabrics earmarked to make this blouse again, but what I'm going to do is I am going to be a little bit more braver, think a little bit more outside the box, and I'm going to do a few more hacks to this pattern. And so I'm going to do a vlog on the Wilder blouse, the Wilder gown blouse, but how you could modify it and maybe just change it around a little bit to suit you. So that's what I'm planning, so stay tuned for that. And I've got some gorgeous fabrics to make it in. As I say, I'm planning on making loads of separates this year. I've got some dungarees I'm making. I've got quite a few pairs of trouser, pants to make, and skirts. I'm going to get my legs out a bit more this year. And obviously I'm still a jeans girl. I still wear my jeans, but I am definitely, going to try a few other styles that I haven't tried yet. And I'm going to make a jacket too. I am definitely going to push myself this year. And so the idea is I want to mix and match. I'm going to make like a module wardrobe, so I can mix and match things, so I can get great use out of everything that I make this year. I don't want to be making things that looks really nice, really pretty, really, oh, it's gorgeous, and then it doesn't get worn because it doesn't go with anything. So my plan this year is I've got some gorgeous solid plain fabrics, which will mix and match with some patterned fabrics, and then vice versa. So I'm hoping this module that I'm planning on making will all work together, mix and match, bit of pop of colour here, some print there, but it'll all work together. That's the plan. So watch the space for that too. So back to this. So yeah, so if you're looking for a blouse that isn't too technical, fairly straightforward to make up in a few hours, and you can just literally do on a normal sewing machine, you don't need an overlocker or anything like that, this is a great pattern to follow. And obviously if you like a dress, great dress pattern, but I just love it as the blouse version. So thank you, Laura, if you're watching, from Material Girl. Thank you so much for this beautiful fabric. I didn't have much waste, and as I say, she gifted me in 1.5 meters, and the only bit I've got left, which I'm going to keep for pocket linings and things like that because it's too beautiful to throw away, is that little bit of a scrap there, and some long bits, so you don't get an awful lot of, you don't get any waste. That's it, out of 1.5 meters, just some long ends of the fabric. So I'm going to keep the bigger pieces, and they will make lovely pocket linings and what have you. In fact, I could keep the long pieces. No, I couldn't because it's not on the bias, so I was going to make some bias binding, but it's not on the bias, so I won't keep that, but I'll definitely be keeping this piece. So you don't get any waste. 1.5 meters, a blouse out of 1.5 meters. How good is that? So yeah, so I just wanted to share with you, and I'm also going to be doing a guest blog post for lovely Laura too. If you haven't been over onto her fabric site, it's Material Girl, and she's got some beautiful fabrics. So yeah, so that is my Wilder gown blouse using this beautiful botanical viscose print from the lovely Laura of Material Girl. If you like this video today, please don't forget to give me that lovely thumbs up and hit subscribe if you haven't already done so and you like to follow along with my sewing projects. I've got lots more vlogs coming. I've got fabric hauls, and I'm also working, as I said earlier, on a module wardrobe collection. And also I'm looking at possibly doing a monthly street style look where I pick a street style that's, that I like, and see if I can try and replicate it or try and make something that's on a theme of that street style. So that's another thing I'm working on, which is quite exciting. You can always find me over on my Instagram account, Loopy Mabel's Closet, as well. And if you like crochet, you can find me over on my crochet channel, Loopy Mabel. So until the next time, I've got lots more to do. Please take care, and as always, happy sewing.